In the world of martial arts, we are taught that power comes from speed, strength, and aggression. But what if the greatest power on earth came from the exact opposite? What if being completely relaxed made you immovable? This was the paradox of Koichi Tohei. He was a man who survived the killing fields of World War II without a scratch, not by being the fastest soldier, but by being the calmest. As the only student to ever be officially recognized as a 10th Dan by the founder of Aikido, Tohei didn't just learn a martial art, he decoded the human spirit. Today, we go beyond the techniques to explore the life of a rebel, a healer, and a visionary who brought the secret of Ki to the world. The early years, from sickness to steel. Born in 1920 in Tokyo, Koichi Tohei was far from a natural-born warrior. He was a frail, sickly child who suffered from constant health issues. His father, a high-ranking judoka, feared for his son's future and pushed him into Jodo to build his constitution. Tohei trained with a desperate intensity, eventually earning his black belt. However, at age 19, disaster struck in the form of pleurisy. Bedridden and forbidden from physical exertion, Tohei watched his hard-earned strength wither away. The internal shift, refusing to accept defeat, Tohei turned inward. He replaced Jodo with Zazen meditation and Miso-ji, the art of breath and purification. He spent hours practicing a single breath, focusing his mind on the Seika no E10, or 1 point, in his lower abdomen. To the shock of his doctors, his lungs cleared, and he returned to the mats stronger than ever. He realized then, the mind leads the body. Meeting the founder and the trial of war. In 1940, Tohei met the legendary Morihei Ueshiba, also known as O-sensei. At first, Tohei was a skeptic. He thought Ueshiba's fluid movements looked like a choreographed dance. The challenge: O-sensei sensed the young man's doubt and invited Tohei to attack. Tohei, an expert judoka, lunged with full force. He later described the sensation as trying to grab the fog. Ueshiba moved with a grace that defied physics, throwing Tohei repeatedly without ever breaking a sweat. Tohei enrolled that very day. The battlefield test. The true test of his training came in 1944. As an infantry leader in occupied China, Tohei was responsible for 80 men. While other officers panicked under fire, Tohei practiced Ki breathing. He discovered that by extending Ki and remaining relaxed, he could sense danger before it arrived. Remarkably, he returned from the war without losing a single man under his command. During this time, he also developed Kietsu, using Ki to treat the sick and wounded when medical supplies were non-existent. Conquering the West, the missionary of Ki. In 1953, Tohei embarked on a journey that would change the history of martial arts forever. He became the first master authorized by Ueshiba to teach outside Japan, landing in Hawaii. Facing the skeptics, post-war Hawaii was full of tough wrestlers and American servicemen who were skeptical of the little Japanese man. Tohei didn't argue. He invited them to the training hall, or dojo. In one famous instance, he allowed a massive professional wrestler to grab his neck with both hands. Tohei simply smiled and, with a subtle movement of his mind, sent the man sprawling. Adapting the message, Tohei realized that Westerners needed logic, not just mysticism. He stripped away the religious terminology and created the 4 basic principles to unify mind and body. He showed that Aikido wasn't just about fighting, it was about positive Ki. His impact was so great that he inspired a whole generation of Westerners, including a young Steven Seagal, who was captivated by Tohei's effortless power and subsequently moved to Japan to study the art at its source. The Great Schism, Tradition versus Truth. After O-sensei's death in 1969, a storm began to brew at the Hombu Dojo. As the Shihanbu Cho, or chief instructor, Tohei wanted to make Ki development the foundation of all training. The conflict. The traditionalists, led by the founder's son, Kishomaru Ueshiba, who held the title of Doshu, wanted to focus on the physical forms, or waza. They found Tohei's Ki testing, where students were pushed to see if they were relaxed, to be too radical. The breakaway, 1974, in a move that sent shockwaves through the global martial arts community, Tohei resigned. He founded the Ki no Kenkaiukai, or Ki Society, practicing Shinshin Toitsu Aikido. Thousands of students across the US and Europe followed him, choosing his logical, principle-based approach. For Tohei, it wasn't about the name of the art, it was about the truth of the human spirit. Legacy: the unifying force. Koichi Tohei passed away in May 2011, at the age of 91. He spent his final years proving that age is irrelevant when your ki is strong. He left behind a global network of training halls and a library of books that continue to guide athletes, business leaders, and artists. He taught us that the Seika no Ii-10 is not just a place in the body, but a state of being. He demonstrated that to lead others, you must first lead your own mind. Tohei didn't just leave us a Budo or martial way, he left us a map of the human potential. Koichi Tohei's life was a testament to the idea that we are far more than our physical bodies. He showed us that when we stop fighting the world and start coordinating our mind and body, we become part of the very rhythm of the universe. He once said that we are like waves in the ocean. We think we are separate, but we are all part of the same vast sea. Whether you are on the mat or facing the challenges of daily life, remember Tohei's greatest lesson: relax completely, extend your ki, and trust the universe. Thank you for watching the story of the man who taught us that true strength is found in stillness. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories from the world of martial arts. See you in the next video.